Hi, this is Suki Cookie, and today I'll be talking to you about the Mandela Effect and why this could be a conspiracy or could be a theory that is speculated by many people. There are many theories that have been made based on various people and societies in regards of the Mandela Effect. So, I will also talk about my opinion in this video as well as allowing yourselves to share your opinions in the comment section below. So please have a chance to look at this video and even share your opinion when you have a chance at the end. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and please let's now begin this video. What is the Mandela Effect? There are many theories based on the Mandela Effect, and I know that this is a conspiracy that has been speculated since the death of the legendary South African leader Nelson Mandela, as there were many people trying to find out if he did die in 2013 or in the 1980s in prison in within South Africa. Some people believed he died in the 1980s in a prison within South Africa, but some people think that he died in 2013. However, after finding out that Nelson Mandela could have died in the 1980s or in 2013, there has been various theories that people would um, see any changes or any alternative memories that were based on their lives and even things that happened in their lives. This could be an alternative or parallel universe communicating with them in this universe, sending some messages or losing some memory linked to certain events that happened in their lives or happened in real life. And this could be shown in some movies or and even some fictional things that most people have never would or have never dreamt of in their lives. Defining the Mandela effect. We can define or categorize the Mandela effect by alternative realities taking place in one certain point. Probably our lives having some differences between other people and even societies in general. As we could perceive something such as an event like the death of Nelson Mandela, as some people in the 1980s could see a parade or percussion of people on the television with pictures of Nelson Mandela, and how this could be a funeral rather than a march of freedom, which he was known for during the time. Whilst some people who were not born or grew up in the 1980s would actually see him on television but passed away in 2013, and a funeral such as a march as well was shown around the world. Also, distorting some of one's memory can be either in this definition be another definition and characteristics due to remembering certain events based on someone's life, or probably something that is um, quite different to how they perceived that memory. For example, someone who had a birthday a certain venue that has multiple locations or in a community that would be reduced to a one location. Only what the only way or the only one that was open to the community was in a certain location, say for example in Bracknell or somewhere in the UK. However, this location would not be in Bracknell. It would be somewhere in Birmingham or in London, where the invitation or the party would have happened in that location. However, the invitation would be there to prove that this location existed. If the say, for example, another example, the location would be, say, a place called Snakes and Ladders, where it would exist in one location in different places around the world or different around the country, but yet it's actually in one fixed location, which is in Slough in the UK. However, this would prove that the Mandela effect has occurred, that people would think that there was multiple venues where they went to that party, maybe in London, maybe in Birmingham, but actually it was in the fixed point of the memory being in one location, or virtually even Googling this, it'll be in one location rather than multiple areas. However, looking at the example of someone's birthday, and some people would be recognizing that they did not attend the party and did not know the location of the place, whilst what the person who attended it did not know if it was in one single place or in a multiple place, if it was in Slough or was it in another location like London or Birmingham, where they would have another location. Sometimes these memories being distorted by depending on the Mandela effect based on the languages or actually a certain word can be related to a Mandela effect, as well as Shazam spelt with Shazam or Shazam spelt with Shazam based on the movies that are out in the past and even in the modern day. Examples of the Mandela effect. There has been many examples of the Mandela effect, and I remember I gave one example, but this was shown what the effect could have on people or not have on people. Um, I have found some more examples that would relate to the Mandela effect, and even this being a conspiracy based on what people see every day and what it should have been, else vice versa, depending on what our perception is. One example, one I'm going to do from the list of examples I have, is Monopoly Man and his monocle. Some people would play the game Monopoly and would remember that the person on the front of the game would have a monocle, while some people would just see him with a mustache and a top hat. I don't know what you could see, but I could see that he has a top hat and a mustache. Spelling of the Berenstein Bears or the Bernstein Bears. My spell check has actually changed this to the Bernstein Bears, but from the Bernstein Bears or the Bernstein Bears to Bernstein Bears. As there is another example where I remember when I was growing up was called the Bernstein Bears, whilst some people who remember the Bernstein Bears. And Bernstein is spelled Bernstaine. I mean N, sorry, not the E. Bears. Three CPO, three. I mean C3PO's leg in Star Wars some people would see it as being silver, but rather than being or a golden leg. However, based on the first movie that was shown in the cinema, this is a very interesting example as this droid has got a golden leg and always in gold, covered in gold, while some people would see him covered in gold but having one leg silver throughout the film. For the Forrest Gump quote, my last example, for the Forrest Gump quote, chocolate. Now, there is very many theories or conspiracies based on this quote, and the way I heard it was, life is like a box of chocolates, or could it have been, life was like a box of chocolates, depending on what you perceive it as. This is a theory that is most common with people rephrasing and getting wrong. I believe that it's both of these quotes throughout the film has been used, depending on his Forrest Gump's parents or mother being alive at the time would be life is like a box of chocolates, whilst if his mother passed away or it had not occurred or had a past effect, it would have been life was like a box of chocolates. Now these examples are some of the examples that I have found and have seen in various movies, and some people were confused or do not remember these examples, but please find out more on the links below if you can. More examples and some of these memories are based on real life and even movie events that are different to anyone else out there. You can find more on these links at the bottom of the video. Are we affected by the Mandela effect? From what I have researched and have seen growing up, there are some parts of the Mandela effect based on my affecting my life and even based on my life. Some of the events that I remember on top of my head have been being questioned by my peers and even sometimes my family members as well. For example, I remember going to a friend's birthday or my friend's house for a birthday where I was invited, and a few friends were supposed to attend the party, with each person being able to meet him and even being able to speak to him at specific times of the day or at the time of the location, or time allocated on the invitation. However, what happened was, in my memory, I managed to help my friend at his party and set it up for him, as well as speaking to him, only with things that, and even enjoying the party with him, just only being me and him. Actually, that's what I remember. It was just me and him at the party at his birthday, and remember, I don't remember a few friends being there that I know and he knows. However, he remembers. A few friends attended the birthday. Some presents were given to him on the day of his party. Yet he did not remember I was attending to in the party, being there at the same time as his friends, at the party who attended. So what I believed, it was a Mandela effect on that bit, because what I remember is that he was able to order some pizza and order some food for the party, and I helped him open it up and help him do the stuff. So I said, "Look, my friend, look, there's food here. We're gonna, order some pizza. You said you're gonna order some pizza. We ordered pizza. We'll sit down." And I said, "I got some movies you want to watch. I bought some Star Wars DVDs, or he had some Star Wars DVDs, and we watched some Star Wars DVDs, eat pizza, and chilled out and have fun." Um, but he remembers that, no, I don't remember any Star Wars. I remember any. I actually do remember Star Wars. Actually, he does remember it, but he doesn't remember me. He only remembers a few people being there. Whilst I spoke to some friends of mine who were supposed to attend, they weren't able to attend due to certain events. So, and sometimes um, it's quite strange, because some of the people that said, "Yeah, we did get the invitation," some said they didn't. My friend was still adamant even today when I talked to him about the story. Um, he saw, he actually did say he see me, or he did see a glimpse of me, but he said he did not arrive at the party. So, two features. Some people may say it's based on opinion. I think it's more Mandela effect, as well as he does remember some of the stuff, and I remember some stuff, but we come into a mutual agreement. Right, this is how we perceived it. We did watch Star Wars, but he said he watched Star Wars with a few other people. I watched Star Wars with him, or I watched it with, his parents being there as well. Depending on what story you know, and what you think is a Mandela effect, and what could be a Mandela effect. Some other memory I can remember, sometimes people that think I'm lying, actually, when I say things like, "Oh yeah, I remember the time, um, when me and my friends were doing this and X, Y, Z." It's nothing that I can't say on this stuff that I can't say on the video. Some people go, "No, you're lying. You can't do that. You look like a nice, decent bloke. You can't do that." But yeah, well, I did do. Say, for example, smoked a cigarette. Um, it would come up as, "Oh yeah, yeah, you didn't do it, but you have people there." And I remember, all right, yeah, my friend was giving me a cigarette, or girlfriend. At the time, she would say, "Okay, yeah, here you go. Have smoked the rest of my cigarette," and I'll go, "Okay, yeah, I have smoked. That's that." And people will go, "No, you haven't," and then they look at it and go, "Yeah, but that was your girlfriend smoking." Mandela effect. You know what? I remember her giving me the cigarette, whilst people are saying, "Well, I remember her just smoking that whole cigarette and then talking to you, or lying to you, or whatever." Um, Yet I could see these more false memories, probably, but this might not be happen. Could it happen? I remember some people remember events, but could you remember any events? Could you remember everything? Even false memories in general. Do you remember it? Some people don't know your memories. Some people do. Um, some turn. Maybe my examples ain't are quite vague. You might have other examples, or you might know yourself. Sometimes you remember things differently than another person remembers. Let me know if you are affected by the Mandela effect, and if you like this video, please let me know in the comments below, and let me know what you think. This is Suki Cookie. For more content like this, please subscribe, like, and comment below. Thank you for watching.